Alan here, Washington, D.C., out by the Washington Monument. And it made me think of a quote from George Washington. If the freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. And I agree with George Washington. We can't take away the freedom of speech. It's an important foundation that this country was built on, and it's a freedom that we have that I agree 100% with. However, that does not mean that you can speak on anything and not have any repercussions come against you, okay? You have the right and the freedom to go tell your boss off. He can fire you for it. That's his right and freedom. You could come to my house and tell me off, and I have the right to throw you out, okay? So just because we have the freedom of speech doesn't mean there might not be negative consequences that come with that speech. And that's why it's important to only speak up about things that are important and don't just flippantly go off and start spouting things saying freedom of speech, I can say whatever I want and you can't do anything about it, because that's not the fact or the truth, okay? So we have the freedom of speech and we need to keep it, but there can be consequences to that speech, and you have to be willing to accept them before you say something. Just a little something to think about that I was thinking about as I'm being inspired by all our founding fathers in our capital city of our nation.